If you are exploring purchasing property here in Hawaii and are wanting to know about how the state handles wastewater systems, you want to stick around because I will be providing you so much information for you to be fully informed about this very popular topic here in Hawaii. Before we jump into the details, my name is Molly and I'm a real estate strategist here on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I help a lot of families transition to Big Island. If you need assistance with relocation services, I would love to be of service to you and your family. And if you enjoy this content, click the subscribe button and check the little bell to continue to receive super helpful information. Now, are you ready to dive into what a cesspool is? I would love to guide you there, so let's go. Let's start with the basics, which is what is a cesspool? A cesspool is basically an underground pit that collects wastewater from your home. It has porous walls that let liquids seep into the surrounding soils while solids stay behind. Think of it as a very basic old school solution that is in place for rural areas that don't have a sewer system. Now let's dive deep into the history so that you can have a clearer picture for what this is. Back in the mid 1900s, Hawaii experienced a population boom and they lacked the infrastructure for wastewater systems. On the Big Island, where large lots and off-grid living are very, very common, cesspools back then seemed like the perfect answer. And for a while, they were. But now approximately, we have about 88,000 cesspools in the state of Hawaii, with 50,000 cesspools are located on the Big Island of Hawaii. So if you are exploring property on the Big Island, I can guarantee you that you will see a cesspool on the property that you're exploring. Now, cesspools are not the cleanest wastewater solutions, as the wastewater leaks directly into the soil, and this affects our drinking water, coral reefs, and marine life. Cesspools, if they're left untreated, they leak directly into our soil. And on an island, that means that, you're contaminating our drinking water, the coral reefs, and all of the marine life. So in order to find solutions, our county is trying to address the issue and are mandating that every homeowner must upgrade their cesspool to septic tank by 2050. If your property happens to be near drinking water or the ocean, they're mandating that you have to upgrade up until 2030. So now there are a lot of questions about how this project will be enforced and how many people in the county are going to be taking charge on enforcing these new rules. But going from cesspool to septic tank is not an easy task. The installation alone can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, and this has to be done by an engineer to avoid any issues with the county and with your property. And you need to get the project permitted with the county. You need to hire somebody to take care of the project, and that engineer is going to cost you anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on the complexity of the project. And there will be also a maintenance fee that you will be responsible of for pumping out your own septic tank, and that can cost anywhere from $300 to $500 every year or every other year or every 3 years, depending on how much you use the wastewater, how many people live in your home, how big is the home, and the size of the tank. That will determine the cost and how many times a year you need to have a professional pump out your septic tank. The benefits of having a septic tank: it will be a healthier system for the environment. You will not only protect your home and things will be easier for you, but you will also protect the marine life, and it'll boost your property value as well, because the next buyer is not going to have to worry about compliance in 2050. And so you will be in compliance, and you will be passing that on, the benefit, to the next buyer. And you can easily keep an eye on and check on your septic tank versus having a cesspool that is super digged in the ground. Now, here's a very small checklist for you to have handy and take some notes. So in essence, step number 1, you want to assess your property. You have to hire a pro to check your soil and your surroundings and analyze to see what type of installation will be viable for your property. Step number 2, you need to hire a licensed contractor. Do not skip on this step, please. There's a lot of people that may say, I can tackle this, but you do need to hire a professional. This is a big deal. Some Big Island experts that I love recommending is EcoSolutions Hawai'i. They offer a turnkey conversion services. There's also an amazing company is Foresight Engineering, and also INA engineers, if they happen to be available. they're pretty busy. But also step number 3 will be to get permits and inspections. You have to remember that your engineer is going to be submitting those plans to the Hawaii Department of Health, and this has to be done by an engineer. I don't recommend that you go through this process on your own. Know that after installation, the system gets inspected and then approved by the Department of Health. To be up to date, check with your engineer to see if there are any tax credits available, or simply Google or research and also check the USDA and see if there's any programs that apply to your lot to see if you're eligible for any loans or grants. In essence, upgrading your cesspool is not a bad idea because you're basically protecting the environment that you live in, which is the island, and you're complying with future laws. I hope that you found this information helpful, and if you need relocation advice, make sure to download the relocation guide that is found in the links below. These guides, you guys, are packed with local information that will help you and your family on this journey. I wish you a wonderful day ahead, and I look forward to connecting with you. Aloha.